Greetings and welcome to another edition of Alusine Multicultural Family Consulting. As always, it's a pleasure to be here with you to share my thoughts, my sentiments on how we best work together. I want to remind my viewers to subscribe to YouTube. All you do, type my name, Dr. Alusine Kanu. For today's session, the topic is decision making in small groups. It's very important to understand the ways in which decisions are made on an individual or on a small group basis. Decision making has procedures. Decision making has structured methods. Decision making is a way to coordinate the group members' communication. Effective decision making keeps the group focused on issues at hand. Decision making guides members to be able to diagnose a problem, to come up with effective solutions, and to implement those solutions. Decision-making varies from individuals to cultures, but there are things that are similar in ways we make decisions. When decisions are not effectively made, there are serious problems. The group becomes flawed. Undemocratic decisions are made. It prevents the group from reaching decisions, and in some cases it causes the group to fall apart. So it's essential to have a leader who will promote how to improve decision-making process so that people become self-reliant, at the same time work in groups. There are many types of problems that occur when decisions are not made. Some of the problems include vague or inconsistent goals. Some decision-making problems include long meetings, unequal group involvement and commitment. Sometimes there are group conflicts, low communication, different communication styles, and sometimes extreme power differences affect the group process. So for groups to make effective decisions, groups should set goals and establish procedures for reaching those goals. Perhaps the problems with groups is failure to identify a clear and consistent set of goals. A group without an objective is aimless and unproductive. But a group with an objective or goal can be innovative and effective. There are many ways groups make decisions. The first step in group decision making is idea generation procedures. Idea generation procedures means you encourage all input from the group. You generate anywhere from anyone an idea that may work in the group. Idea generation works when the group focuses on one single activity instead of too many at the same time. Idea generation means the members should follow a set of rules so that there is decision making. Idea generation means the group members should commit to the procedures for establishing a cooperative group climate. So one type of decision making is idea generation. Having ideas come from anyone in the group, but at the same time there should be rules when those ideas are generated. The second type of decision making is brainstorming. Brainstorming is when you generate ideas or solutions to problems. Brainstorming is appropriate because during brainstorming you don't evaluate. If you are defining problems, brainstorm all the problems. If you are looking at solution options, brainstorm all the solution options. And during the process, you don't evaluate the ideas. Brainstorming means members can generate as many ideas as possible without extended pauses. Brainstorming means members are encouraged to be creative, to piggyback on other ideas. During the process of brainstorming, it's good to have someone who writes or make notes on what the group generates. All members during brainstorming should agree to follow the rules. Members should refrain from evaluating ideas until all ideas have been generated. So idea generation, brainstorming are two processes of decision making. A third process of decision making is the nominal group technique, which was developed by D.Ed. The nominal group technique allows members to independently generate ideas. The nominal group technique, each person writes down if it's problems, if it's solutions. Then the facilitator records those ideas. The members clarify and they vote on the best idea. So idea generation, brainstorming, the nominal group technique are three ways decisions are made. A fourth way decisions are made is idea writing. Members list 3 or 4 ideas and specify which of those ideas is important. Members list and provide solutions. They look at the strengths and the weaknesses of each idea. Members summarize, they report, they evaluate collectively those ideas and those they think will have merit for the discussion. Another decision-making technique is the thinking hat. The thinking hat is you take one aspect of a decision at a time. And the thinking hat, say you have 6 hats to all members in the group. You design a focus on one aspect of the decision. For example, when someone wears the white hat, it means they are neutral. They are objective as they provide facts and figures. I don't have a red hat, but when someone wears a red hat in a group while decisions are made, they show they understand the emotions and the feelings about the decision. And when someone wears a black hat, it means they approach the decision in a cautious manner. They sometimes concentrate on the risk, the differences of the decision. I don't have a yellow hat, but when someone wears a yellow hat in the process of decision making, it shows they're looking at the decision in an optimistic manner. They focus on the positive aspects of the decision. And when someone wears a green hat, it shows they approach the decision in a creative manner by exploring alternatives of the decision. And when someone wears a blue hat, it means they are monitoring the decision-making procedures by the group. So decision-making is interesting in that sense, give everybody 6 hats. And sometimes instead of temperaments or emotions, just wear the hat if the group knows the rules, the procedures, and what the 6 hats imply. So it's good to use hats. Decision-making procedures work because with idea generation, you can look at the quantity of ideas. The group will be creative. The group will increase efficiency and the quality of the decision. It's always good, though, to have a facilitator, someone who takes the leadership role to facilitate the group process. There may be disadvantages to decision making. Some say, I can do it myself. But there are more advantages to decision making because group decision making are usually better than individual ones, and the group will be focused on the task and the abilities of the members. Decision-making has an assembly effect in the sense that it includes individual members' decisions. Decision-making can be psychological in the sense of polarization, the tendency for people to take extreme solutions. Some say the best way to make decisions in a group, sometimes decisions can be made by the leader. The leader can make the decision. Sometimes decisions can be made by the democratic process, majority vote. Sometimes decisions can be made by persuasion. You convince me, I go with the flow of your decision. Decision making in groups best works when we have consensus. Consensus means after much deliberation, the group naturally comes to agreement. So when we understand decision making, it enables us to suppress conflict. It enables us to use differences to improve group outcomes. Decision making, to a great extent, are ways to define problems carefully, to establish criteria, to evaluate the positive and the negative aspects of the options, to guess the tentative choice, and to think critically. When we use decision making, it's a way to reason instead of to overgeneralize or to engage in antipathies or stereotyping, ethnocentrism, observation and inference confusion, and all those barriers to effective communication that affect causal links, which is essential because groups are interdependent. So my conclusion on the topic of decision making is that there are many ways we make decisions. Idea generation, brainstorming, the nominal group technique, and all of those are ways we make decisions. Decision making means we guard against groupthink. We don't have to agree for the purpose of agreeing. Rather, we evaluate information. We evaluate the way we reason when we make decisions. So in making decisions in groups, it's good not to overestimate morality, close-mindedness, and the pressure to conform. Group decision-making basically is when we weigh alternative courses of action. Decision-making and problem-solving go hand in hand. Anytime we're solving a problem, we are looking at alternatives. And when we choose the best or the alternative that best fits the criteria, then we are making a decision. The decision I will make today is to ask you to subscribe to YouTube, Dr. Alusine Kanu. When you do, my decision is to encourage communication, to discuss ways we can all get along. So subscribe on YouTube. And once again, I thank you for your time, for listening to me, and for your understanding and cooperation. May God bless you.